Okay, folks, here is the second part of this video documentation of my 15.5-inch Polyphon. And that was La Paloma, disc number 1242, as we had at the end of the first part. And this second part brings only discs from the first series, the beginning. If you remember, we had one disc in the first part which came from the second series. It was the second last one with the number 10567, Ja, das haben die Mädchen so gerne. And here at the beginning comes the first disc which was made for the 15.5-inch Polyphon, disc number 1001. It plays the prayer from William Tell by Rossini. Wow, what a marvelous sound! The prayer from William Tell by Rossini on the first disc which was made for the 15.5-inch Polyphon, number 1001, as you see clearly. Many thanks again to Jochen Kopf for leading the camera. This time we bring the discs in the order, or so to speak, in the right order. The next disc is number 1005, which plays the Stephanie Gavotte by Cibulka, very popular at the end of the 19th century. But first of all, I will wind up again to be sure that all will work okay. Yeah, okay, and now Miss Stephanie. Disc number 1005, the Stephanie Gavotte, by the way, in the style of King Louis XIII. Now we come to two serenades. The first one is from Boccaccio, composed by Franz von Suppé, disc number 1007. Also very popular. Also very popular, like most of all these discs. Here is disc number 1007, the Boccaccio Serenade. The next serenade comes from Mozart and from his opera Don Juan. It's disc number 1010. Don Juan or Don Juan. And this one opens our focus, and this focus is on Austrian pieces. As you know, Mozart came from Austria. And now, one further round of winding up. And that has some reason. That has the reason that we'll now hear music from another Austrian composer, which was made some decades later. The composer is Johann Strauss II, also known as the King of Waltzes. And now we will hear two waltzes by him, composed by him, and played after another. Disc number 1015, Roses from the South, and then, directly afterwards, disc number 1016, with the most popular Strauss waltz, the Blue Danube Waltz. This time, two discs without moderation. Enjoy! two popular waltzes by Johann Strauss, the king of this genre. Do you feel like dancing? Okay, then we will dance furthermore, but now we come to another kind of music and another genre. Here is A Nest of Finches, disc number 1025. This piece I also presented on my biggest Calliope music box some years ago in another video. A Nest of Finches. Please listen. This piece didn't came from Austria, of course. After the waltzes, we closed part 1 of the Austrian focus. But part 2 will follow soon, but not now. Now we come to France, to Mr. Charles Gounod and his waltz from the opera Faust. Very popular. Disc number 1043. 1043 now comes. From Faust by Charles Gounod, disc number 1043. And now, 10 numbers later, 1053, and we come back to good old Germany with a wedding march from the Midsummer Night's Dream, composed by Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy after the text written by William Shakespeare. And this is very funny. You remember in part 1, number 1453, and that was also a piece by Mendelssohn. And now we have the other Mendelssohn piece 400 numbers earlier. Wow! Happy wedding! after this wedding procession, we go on with part 2 of our Austrian focus. We come again to Johann Charles II, but this time not to a waltz. We will hear the gallop from his popular operetta, The Gypsy Baron. Disc number 1075. From the Gypsy Baron by Johann Strauss II, the popular operetta, and disc number 1075. We stay in Austria and come to the former Austrian national anthem, which is known from nowadays as German national anthem. The melody is the same, the text is of course different. In this series it's disc number 1117, the Austrian former national anthem and the German national anthem from nowadays, composed by Joseph Haydn. And after this patriotic piece, we come to another Corinthian folk song, like the other one from part 1 at the Lake of Worth, you remember. Now we come to the popular one, the popular song called Verlassen, Verlassen, or Left, Left. It's disc number 1134. Yeah, I hope all will work okay. Here is Verlassen, Verlassen, 1134. disc, not in the best quality, I must say, but you could recognize the melody if you know it. Verlassen, verlassen, or left, left, in my own translation, by the way, disc number 1134. And now we come to the last one, a sacral piece called I Know a Heart I'm Praying. I Know a Heart I'm Praying For, disc number 1961. And with this one, I say goodbye for this part, and the next part comes, as usual, very soon. And again, thanks to my dear Jochen Kopf for leading the camera. I Know a Heart I'm Praying For, disc number 1961.